Eppstein is even so modern and cool that we have our very own letters right at the train station when you arrive. And welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Stella. In today's video, I wanted to be a tourist in my own village for the day. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm half German, half Scottish, and I grew up here in Germany. So as a result, I wanted to kind of revisit Eppstein, which is about halfway between Frankfurt and Wiesbaden. It's a super quaint little village, and we even have our own castle, which is what it's kind of popular for. The reason I wanted to do this video is because I realized that during coronavirus, quite a lot of people from like Frankfurt and also like the surrounding county Hessen were coming here and like going for walks and taking loads of photos and things. So I was kind of curious and wanted to just do my own research and find some things. To be honest, I was really surprised at how much Eppstein actually has to offer, so I wanted to share that today. I'm going to begin my journey just above the train station where we have the the Villa Anna, which was a building built by Alfred von Neuville in the 1880s. And actually the designer and like the landscaper is the same one as the Frankfurt Zoo, which I thought was quite interesting. The special thing about this park is that there are over 200 exotic trees here, and it's only one of 2 mountain parks in the whole of Hessen, which is the county in which Eppstein is in. Well, this is interesting too. I don't think I'd fancy playing football on that pitch. I am now at the Neuville Turm, and as you might be able to tell from the name, this was also built by the same person as who built the rest of the park. It is actually part of the park, and it's just a tower in which he apparently kept his private art collection and also was used as like a hunting lodge, which makes sense. I know a couple years ago this has been and is kind of falling into ruin. I know that they have been campaigning to kind of keep it nice because it is considered sort of like a part of Eppstein. Is what I like to consider the Golden Gate Bridge of Eppstein. Actually, the train station won the best train station in 2018 here in Germany. I don't know where, it just said that on the internet, and I assume it's because of this bridge. This little construction here might not look like much, but is actually known as the Pioneer Temple, which was built in 1889. It is inspired by 18th century English tradition of landscape garden and gazebos. I wasn't going to include this in this video, but when I read that, I was really surprised. Here it's also dubbed as like omnibus because of the rounded roof. It kind of looks like, I guess, a tram. This is a little park we have as you enter Eppstein, and it's just a memorial to World War I. This is the Talskirche, which translated means Valley Church. It was originally a Catholic church, however it turned Protestant when the majority of Germany became Protestant and remains Protestant to this day. This is actually the church where I think maybe the 2 times in my life that I've been to a Christmas church service, that is the church I went to. So I originally wanted to go up and show you guys some of the castle from some of the viewpoints you can get from outside it. I knew that the inside was closed currently due to COVID, because they do have a museum in it, which is quite cool. I think I was there as a child, but I don't really remember. But as a result, I am now standing at the foot of the castle, and I'm just going to speak a little bit about it. The earliest mention of it was in 1122, which is like 900 years ago, which is crazy. But what you can see today is actually from the 14th, 15th century. And I guess kind of the most notable thing in the story that I'm kind of telling today is that the Baroque was used for as the Catholics' like place of worship when they got kicked out of the Talkirche that I showed at the beginning, which is at the foot of this castle. But yeah, I think the castle is kind of like the turning point of the community here. Usually in the summer we have like loads of games up there. They used to have like a flea market and things. Like I remember as a kid, they still have like, you know, the dungeons and things like that. It's pretty cool. Also in the winter they used to have an ice rink, so a lot of us kids used to spend a lot of time up there. And the Christmas markets, so they tend to here on this field have like a mini Christmas market, and for every advent, so in Germany you celebrate the 4 advents by lighting like a candle and things like that. They would actually light one of the windows. You'll see in the other shots, like there's like 4 big windows in the castle. So yeah, so usually there's like drawings and there's a theme, and every advent a new one gets lit, and they have this like mini party down here with like little Christmas market stalls and things. It's really cute. I do love the castle, and it's actually a shame that it's closed because I haven't been up there now, I think in a couple years, so I'm actually a little bit disappointed. This is the Church of St. Laurentius, which was finally built to accommodate the Catholics because in 1903 there were too many of them to continue practicing in only the castle. So our final destination on this tour is that structure right up there in the hills. This is called the Kaisertempel, and Kaisers in Germany were kind of like kings. I guess that's how they kind of translate, but it was like the rulers of the country. So I made it up to the Kaisertempel, and I'm not going to lie, it's not the easiest hike. It's pretty much 1.5k vertically upwards. During the coronavirus season, I have noticed that this has been the hotspot. Like, this is where all the tourists have been coming to come and see the temple, but I think also for the views. You can see all of Eppstein lying kind of in the valley below, and also some of the neighboring towns. The temple itself was built as a memorial to commemorate the Prussia's victory in the Franco-Prussian War, which was unified under Kaiser William I, who is depicted inside the temple. Alongside him you also have some other important war figures like Otto von Bismarck, who's pretty famous, Alfred von Moltke, as well as one of William's successors, Arthur Friedrich III. The columns are in the style of Doric. Not 100% sure what that means, but thought I'd share it. Anyway, I think the hike is really worth it, and also once you're up here there are a few other hikes in and around the hill that are pretty cool, because from other sides of this hill or mountain that we're standing on you can see the Frankfurt skyline. That's me back home now on my terrace, so I'll be closing the video from this. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.